Hi, my name is Sacha Jones from Stiggly Holistics, and today I want to talk to you about bananas. They're quite a humble food. They very rarely make the top 10 superfood, sexy food lists. However, they're really, if you think about it, a very perfect food, adored by humans, monkeys and elephants alike. They are perfectly wrapped. They don't need to be wrapped up in plastic or anything horrible like that. They're just ready to go. You can throw it in your bag on the way to work. Perfect for breakfast, on the go, if you're really in a rush and you need to eat something on the subway or walking to work or something. So they're really a perfect food. So I'm going to talk to you all about them today. So bananas are an excellent source of iron, potassium, manganese, vitamin C, vitamin B6 and B12, and they're really wonderful if you have a hangover or if you have a headache. They're great as a brain tonic, so if you're trying to study or be alert to get through something complicated at work, it's good to eat a banana. They're good as a mood booster. They contain serotonin, so they're really good for mild depression. They can really help with that. And they're really good if you have, they're really good for stabilizing and balancing the pH in the body. And so that, because of that, they're very good for preventing or healing ulcers. And if any of you are trying to quit smoking, bananas are really helpful because they help with the nicotine withdrawal, and that's due to the manganese and the potassium content. So much like they're good for preventing a hangover or helping cure a hangover, they're good for helping with giving up smoking as well. So you might want to give that a try. So these bananas, as you can see, are nice and ripe, and they're optimal when they're ripe. Green bananas can be good if you have extreme diarrhea. They're very good for that. But in general, bananas are very good for helping regulate the bowel. So whether you have constipation or diarrhea, a ripe banana is going to help to regulate that. So that's really cool. But I really like them ripe. They're very extra delicious, and you can actually make banana ice cream without using dairy. Bananas are also good in place of dairy in a smoothie as well. But to make an ice cream, you freeze your banana and then just put it in the blender with a little bit of vanilla or maybe some cacao or something like that. One tip I must tell you that I learned this the hard way: when you're freezing bananas, peel them first. Because if you don't, you'll never be able to peel them once they're frozen. It's basically impossible. So remember that. Always peel your banana before freezing them. The banana peels themselves are also really useful. So I'm going to show you some tips that I have now for making the smoothie, getting the most out of your banana, and then using the peel afterwards. So join me for that. One thing that's different between people and monkeys in our relationship with bananas is the way that we peel them. People tend to peel them from this part where they hang, but monkeys like to use that part as a handy holding tool, and they peel from this way. But I'm going to stick with the human way that I know. So we're going to peel the banana and keep this skin, and show you how we're going to use that in a little bit. You can do it all in one go or however. One thing, if you're going to freeze bananas, it's always good to break them up to 3 or 4 pieces before you put it into a baggie and then stick them in the freezer, which is great for smoothies or for making your own ice cream. So, but today I'm just going to chuck these right into the blender, and I'm going to show you a little trick here that I do with my banana skin. So come a little closer. You see in here, these stringy parts are really very good. They're a very essential part of the banana's health benefits. So all of this is good stuff, and to get most of the enzymes from the banana, you just want to scrape it out and chuck it into the blender. Now, you probably won't want to do this if you're just eating the banana as a on-the-go snack, but this is a great way of getting extra nutrients. So do that. And then you've got your banana skin. Now, banana skin is awesome for your plants. If you have a garden, you just chuck this in your compost and then it'll be ready and be perfect for your plants. But if, like us, you have indoor plants and you don't make your own compost, you can just save these banana peels and to tear them up and then dry them out on a baking tray on the lowest setting you can put your oven on. I usually put it on the lowest and leave the door open a crack, and then turn it off after about 10 minutes and leave them in there to dry. And here are some that I prepared earlier. So I have lots and lots of them here. And what you can see, they're going to turn black. That's just what they're going to do. And you can rip them into small pieces like this and just stick these inside your plants, like not directly next to the stem but around the edge, and they're going to soak in. So that's one way of getting potassium into your soil, which is a wonderful way of not needing to use pesticides. You can work with this potassium-rich natural fertilizer for your plants, is to grind some of these dried banana peels up in the spice grinder or coffee grinder. One thing I must say is that if you're going to do this, use organic bananas. You really want to have bananas that are free of pesticides if you're going to do this, especially if those plants that you're feeding it to are your own herbs or plants that you're going to eat. So I chopped up a bunch and put them in the spice grinder. You can come closer and have a look. Put a bunch, and we may not get them to a perfect powder, but it'll be nice to make them a little bit smaller. So I'm going to grind it for a while until it's ground to your liking, and then pour it out. And you'll see that it's still a little stringy, but it's going to be a little better for putting on your plants. And you can just put this, sprinkle it right on top of the soil, and as you're watering your plants, this is just going to go into the soil and be amazing, really super healthy plant food. I'm really excited about this discovery for myself, so I hope you'll like that too. So another thing you can do with banana peels for your plants is make a liquid fertilizer by taking a glass of filtered tap water and just putting the banana peels right inside and leaving them overnight, and in the morning you can use that water to water your plants. So easy. So this is a portion of our little window garden, and this is our lemon tree, which Wei grew just from putting a lemon seed in soil, which is very exciting. And I'm going to give it some of the banana fertilizer. So I'm just going to put a little bit around the soil. Then I'm going to give it some water. And that's it. I'll do that for my other plants too. We have our geranium, basil, forget-me-nots. Another cool thing about bananas and their peel is you can use the inside of the peel for many skin treatment things. So if you have acne, you can just rub it on the skin and it's very healing. If you have very dry skin, you can rub it all over your skin and leave it overnight and then wash it off in the morning. If you have psoriasis, same kind of treatment. And you can also put it on warts. Say you had a wart, you apply the peel this way and you tape it or bandage it or something overnight, and then you do that every day for a week to 10 days, and hopefully the wart will have vanished. I haven't actually tried this, but I hear that it's very effective. And it's also good for pulling splinters out, and you do that in the same way that you would do with the wart. Is if you get a splinter, you apply this, bandage it up, and it should pull the splinter. So I'm going to try that next time I get a splinter. You could also use peel to polish leather shoes or clean silver. And if you're planting a new plant, you can cut off a small piece and use this way up to cover the little hole in the bottom of the plant. Isn't that cool? So bananas may not make the top 10 superfood lists. However, they're a really incredible food and have so many health benefits. And not just for you, but for your plants as well. So enjoy a banana today.